I want to tell you the story of people who really inspire me. The world can be a really bad place sometimes, and it takes some really good people to make a difference. One person that really inspires me is a man by the name of William Wilberforce. He lived to abolish the slave trade. Now, the slave trade was something that went over many centuries, and many people died as a result of it. They were taken away from their homes to another country, and during the transport and even the work that they had to do, a lot died. However, William Wilberforce, a young man who was a politician and an activist, after he became a Christian, he spent his life trying to make a difference in his world. He heard stories of the people that were struggling and who were being taken away as prisoners and treated really badly because they were slaves. He wanted to help them because he saw it as something disgusting and wicked. And so he worked really hard day and night to make a difference. But here's the catch. Even though he saw it as something terrible, most of the world around him disagreed. They saw it as something that was good and positive because it helped them make money and it kept their way of life going. So for almost 30 years, William Wilberforce tried to abolish the slave trade through Parliament. He went back over and over again trying to get a law passed so that it would be illegal to trade in slaves. And this is the interesting thing. He was mocked, he was bullied, and he was even threatened for trying to do this, simply because he believed that all humans had equal rights. Now, the interesting thing is that William had a group of friends, and they were called the Clapham Group. They were a group of Christian friends from a place called Clapham in England, and they were committed to seeing slavery end once and for all. This group of politicians and activists included people like John Venn, the guy who invented the Venn diagram. It included people who were committed to seeing the slave trade end. They also worked towards getting rid of injustices in other places in society. So for example, they wanted to see women have more rights. They wanted to see children have rights to stop the children from being abused. They wanted to see the poor have rights and not be living on the street without any opportunities. And very interestingly, they also wanted to see animals have rights. They were sick of seeing animal baiting and cruelty towards animals. So they started an organization which is today's ancestor or forefathers, which was the RSPCA. Now, the very interesting thing is that in 1833, there was a law passed at the hands of William and his friends that the slave trade be made illegal throughout the British Empire. All because of the work of one little man who they used to call the shrimp, and they used to abuse and they used to threaten. A man by the name of William Wilberforce. He did it because he believed that God wanted to make this world better and that all humans should have equal rights. The world that William entered into was a very dark place, but the world that he left behind, while still terrible, had a little bit more light in it. William lived with courage and faith in a time that was dark. That's the kind of life that I want for myself. How about you?